I think it's an interesting issue. I think it's a very interesting discussion on feminism, actually, because I think, you know, she takes a naked photo, some people would say that's actually feminine empowerment, and that the reaction to it has been a sort of symbol that women aren't fully free in society. Others would say that she's over-sexualizing women and that she's bad for the feminist cause. I'm actually genuinely not sure what side of that discussion I come down on, but I think it's interesting. I think it's not just a naked selfie.
Just to expand on that, there's an interesting discussion that's developing that's less focused around like feminism, but more on issues of race, because the original photo was originally of a black woman displayed like that, and there's specific kind of sort of anger that's been geared towards the photographer of the photo, because he often takes pictures of specifically black women in a manner that fetishizes their bodies and hypersexualizes their bodies. So there's an interesting debate that goes to say that this is actually bad not only for feminism but also for like race issues, because we're just promoting more of that. So it's an interesting one. I don't know where I lie as well, but
I think there's two sides to it, as in any argument. First, I think it's the beauty of democracy. I think it's about freedom of speech and expression. I think the part in government in which we need the most discourse is in Parliament. So that's nice to see that there is discourse, there is questioning, there is some sort of interrogation going on there. But on the other hand, Parliament is the place where we need the most order, because we do need legislation to be passed, we do need people to actually come to an agreement. So it's interesting to see which one do we value more. Do we value freedom of speech more than the order that we see in Parliament? And so far, I think I value the sort of discourse in Parliament that leads to real legislation and real issues being passed. So I think this discourse isn't healthy when it takes away from the parliamentarians being able to actually formalize ideas and formalize policies.
Also, I think that maybe what we're seeing is there's a line between discussing an issue that you feel strongly about and letting your ego become involved in that issue. And I think that what's happening at the moment is there's a lot of sort of underlying politics that happens when people discuss an issue as opposed to just trying to solve the problem that's at hand.